Good day, viewers, and welcome back to another exciting Friday edition of the Erongo Talk. Today we are joining you live at the Erongo office here in Swakopmund, which is also opposite Nictus in town. In today's episode, we bring you the latest regional news, including the State of the Region address, a call to action from the MICT Minister, and a preview of the exciting rugby action expected this weekend. We also sit down with Justina Erastus, founder and convenor of the Youth in Oil and Gas Summit. She shares more about the summit, making its return to Walvis Bay, and why it must be an attend, which is also an event for young people. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this short break. In today's news, first up from our news desk, Governor Natalia Kwahosas delivers a strong message in her first State of the Region address. Speaking in Swakopmund, she outlines the Erongo region's economic strength from mining to tourism and calls for urgent actions on water access, youth empowerment, education and infrastructures. A clear call for accountability, development and inclusive growth. Let's take a look.
The State of the Region's address necessitates that the government give an account to the people of this region regarding the work done in fulfilling its mandate to provide the much-needed services aimed at reducing unemployment, inequality, and poverty. I am therefore presenting to you a report on how we have progressed in realizing our mandates, especially the duty of transforming our region into formidable economic hub of this country. I am doing so in following the footsteps of Her Excellency the President, and I am emulating the same theme, and I quote: unity in diversity, natural resources beneficiation, and youth empowerment for sustainable development, end of quote, as outlined in the State of Nation address delivered to our citizens on 24th of April 2025. Allow me now to review and give you the past year's achievements. I will not dwell into the multi-sectoral milestones that we were able to report during the past year, to which I am indebted to the Erongo Regional Council for remaining committed to delivering on their mandate of governing, planning, coordinating, and implementing socio-economic development initiatives that improve the quality of life of all citizens of the region in line with the mandates given to the Council.
Next up, during her keynote address at the Effective Communication Conference, Minister of Information and Communication Technology, Emma Theophilus, urged communicators to go beyond the call of duty, encouraging them to become agents of change and advocates for truth. The three-day conference kicked off on Wednesday and will conclude today at the MTC Dome in Swakopmund. Let's take a look.
I urge each one of you to embrace the opportunities that lie ahead, to challenge the status quo and to push the boundaries of what is possible through the art of communication. Let us commit ourselves to being not just communicators, but agents of change, advocates for truth, and champions for a better tomorrow. And I would like to emphasize on truthfulness, because the truth builds trust. And if communicators are trusted, misinformation, disinformation, fake news becomes a thing of the past. Imagine as we enter this new era of a Namibia that sees an economic space and a promising green hydrogen sector and oil discoveries, and see that every Namibian is able to tap into these economic opportunities that have been presented to all of us. We cannot allow a situation where a young Namibian or any Namibian at all is unable to get the opportunities they deserve because we are unable to effectively communicate the opportunities that are available. We have the responsibility to deliver truthful, verified information to the people and fair reporting at all times. Without doing this, we will lose the opportunity to be catalysts for what promises to be an even greater Namibian nation. May this conference be a source of inspiration, a catalyst for innovation, and a beacon of hope for a future where communication empowers, where communication enlightens, and where communication connects us all in our diversity.
Next up, ProEd Academy is set to be hive of activity as the school celebrates its 30th anniversary this weekend. Principal Christian Grobler shares more about the festive planned. Let's take a look.
Christian Grobler, hoof van ProEd Academy, Swakopmund. Welkom en vertel ons 'n bietjie, dis nou 30 jaar wat julle nou bestaan en julle gaan dit nou seevier hierdie week. Wat gaan gebeur?
Ja, goeiemôre. Ja, nee. Ons sien nogal uit na die naweekse verrigtinge. Dit is 'n groot sportdag, maar ons het ook 'n diner Vrydag aand, waar ons nou die oud skooliere en ook oud ouers en so aannooi. Ons het dan ook ons probeer om ons vorige skoolhoofde almal hier te kry, as ook ons BR-voorsitters.
Ja.
So almal kan ongelukkig nie hier wees nie, maar hier is heel wat hier. Ons eerste skoolhoof wat hier was en ook die pastoor wat die skool gestig het, gaan hier wees, so ons is baie opgewonde om hulle te sien.
Ja.
So Vrydag aand kuier ons 'n bietjie saam met Pietman Geldenhuis, wat dan ook vir ons 'n bietjie gaan optree daar, so dit gaan baie lekker wees. So dit is 'n regte diner, so as ook 'n lekker ete saam met dit, ja.
Dit gaan natuurlik alles by die skool wees.
Dit gaan alles hier in die skool sal wees, ja.
En okay, dis nou vir oud skooliere en so voort, maar ek bedoel, ek neem aan dit sluit hulle families in en alles.
Enigiemand, ja, enigiemand wat betrokke was by ProEd is welkom om te kom. Ja, ook oud onderwysers, oud ouers, so almal is welkom, ja. Saterdag aand het ons dan nou 'n dans wat dan eintlik ons verjaarsdagpartytjie is.
Ja.
Waar dan ook almal welkom is, ja.
So en tussen Vrydag en Saterdag aand, die twee aande is dan die sportdag.
Dan is daar die sportdag. Wat begin reeds donderdagmiddag met mini hockey. En dan Vrydag en Saterdag is dit nou saaklik hockey en netbal en rugby dan Saterdag ook, ja. En
teen wie, ek weet die rugby is teen
Moria. Ja.
En die ander sport, almal teen Moria?
Nee, die sporte is maar so gecombineerd, meestal is vriendskaplike wedstrydjies, veral vir die kleintjies, is maar hoofsaaklik vriendskaplike wedstrydjies, ja. En
enige boodskap van 30 jaar, ek bedoel, hoe lank is jy nou by ProEd?
Ek stap nou so na 18 jaar toe,
wow.
So ja, in 2007 hier gekom, ja.
Ja.
Nee, ons beplan ook om 'n tydkapsule hier oor die naweek saam te stel en dan met almal wat daar was en foto's en 'n paar goedjies in te sit en dan te bære vir die volgende 30 jaar. So ek kan nie dink ek sal al 30 jaar hier in die lewe wees nie, maar mens weet nooit hoe die Hemelse Vader ons spaar nie. Maar as ek maar sien hoe die skool gegroei het in hierdie 30 jaar, kan ek met opgewondenheid uitsien na die volgende 30 jaar om te sien wat ProEd Akademie kan bereik, ja.
Excellent. Ja. Hoeveel, as ek net mag vra, hoeveel kinders is daar op die oomblik in die skool, laerskool, hoërskool saam?
Ons nou net so onder die 800 kinders, ja,
okay.
Ja, ons het so op 32 begin toe ek in 2007 hier gekom het. So die Here was regtig vir ons baie genadig en dit was baie goed geseën. Dat ons nou so net onder die 800 en die getalle lyk baie mooi om vergroei ook in die volgende paar jaar, veral ook met die myne en die goedjies wat nou al hoe meer aan die gang kom weer, ja.
Excellent. Meneer Grobler, baie dankie en geniet die seevier.
Ja, baie dankie, ja. Nee, ons sal definitief, ja.
Excellent.
Ja.
Next up, we looked at Pro Ed Academy still. The head coach Franz Joubert tells us what to expect in their league rugby match against Privat School Moria from Ocho. Of course, Team Erongo will be there, direct and live to bring you all the action. Kick off at 12 a.m. Let's take a look.
Frans, welkom weer terug. Is 'n lang vakansie, maar julle begin sommer afskop. Die nuwe termyn afskop met 'n lekker rugbywedstryd teen Moria. Vertel ons 'n bietjie hoekom en wanneer en wat gaan gebeur.
Môre Adam. Ja, die naweek of die week is ons skool se 30ste verjaarsdag. 19 Julie speel ons 'n liga-wedstryd teen Moria self. Die wedstryd begin 12:00 hier by Prouet op die Alpha Park. En ja, dit gaan 'n grootte wees. Ons ken Moria as 'n fisiese span. Hulle is 'n spannetjie wat al bou vir 4 jaar. So ons gaan niks minder verwag as die beste van hulle nie.
Okay, is dit nou net die as ons praat van die liga wedstryd, kyk ons, dit is obviously waar is hulle? Waar is julle twee nou op daai lys?
Jong, as ek dit reg onthou is Moria tweede op die liga op die oomblik. Soos ek sê, dis 'n baie sterk span. Dink hulle laaste wedstryd was teen WAP wat hulle ook daai enetjie deurgedruk het. Ons het nog heelwat paar games om te speel. Ons het nog 5 games om te speel. As ek nou moet hardop sê, is ons so tweede laaste op die liga op die oomblik.
Okay. Maar wat is julle planne? Wat is julle waarna kyk julle? Wat wil julle doen?
Natuurlik wil ons weer semi speel soos laas jaar. Ons het eintlik self 'n baie goeie spannetjie. Ons het gister gekyk. Ons het so 11 van laas jaar se manne wat oorgebly het. So dit gaan 'n fisiese wedstryd wees. Ons gaan maar begin met die forwards. En dan daarvan af oor die voorvoet kom en dan agterlynbal.
Dit was nou skoolvakansie gewees. Het die ouens voorberei? Fiks gebly?
Ja. Ons het definitief vir die kleintjies het ons 'n paar rugby klinieke aangebied. Ek weet die onder 13s het 'n oefenkamp gehad laas naweek. En dan baie van ons seuns was nou nasionale spanne, so hulle het daar 'n bietjie ekstra game time gekry. 'n Paar van die manne was in die NAPSO span en dan die wat hier oorgebly het saam met ons onder 15s heel vakansie geoefen.
Okay. En nou na Saterdag se game, waarna kyk ons?
Ek dink die volgende enetjie is VHS by Vegkop volgende naweek.
Excellent. Frans, alle voorspoed en ja, geluk met julle skool se 30ste verjaarsdag.
Baie dankie Adam. Goeiedag.
That's it from our news desk for today. For more news headlines, visit our website at www.erongo.com.na. Up next, our exclusive interview with Justina Erastus as the Youth in Oil and Gas Summit return to Walvis Bay. Let's take a look.
Justina, the Youth in Oil and Gas Summit, it's making its return this year for the second year. It's going to be taking place next week here at the Walvis Bay Town Hall. First up, just talk to us a bit about the concept behind why did you decide to host this summit?
Thank you so much. So the Youth in Oil and Gas Summit, non-profit, non-governmental organization for the youth, by the youth. So our concept behind hosting the summit is to have a convening platform for young people to approach us, to join us, and to attend conferences that educate young people about the different opportunities available for them in the oil, gas, and broader energy sector, right? So on the day of the conference, we will be having networking sessions, mentorship sessions, education, information dissemination. And so we've made a great effort for the second edition to partner with a lot of stakeholders, endorsed by Petrofund, the Africa Energy Chamber, as well as NAMCOR. And then we have like a broad list of sponsors who have made all of this second edition possible. We are very grateful for that. But the concept behind the summit really remains to share information, to educate and to empower, because I believe the more informed you are, the more informed decisions you can make. And I believe that there's so much potential in the oil and gas industry. And this is a young, vibrant town with a youthful population. And so when the oil does flow, I think we will be positioned in such a great way in terms of we know what to do, we know where to approach for funding if we wanted to, we know the training institutions we can go to if we wanted to upskill. And that's mainly the aim of the platform, is really to have young people have an entity that empowers them through information dissemination. Yeah.
Awesome. Why are you so passionate about the summit? Like,
well, I'm naturally a youth advocate. Besides the summit, I also have a non-profit organization, so I'm very much for my community. I was born and raised in Walvis Bay, so I'm very adamant about keeping the conference here. I really believe in drawing the population to Walvis Bay because I believe, and I know it has so much potential. It's the logistical hub. We have Namport. So very passionate about young people, very passionate about empowerment, and I think I found that my niche, and so I just want to also empower everybody in it. Yeah.
exactly. Now, last year you had 600 delegates. How many are you expecting this year?
So this year we are expecting to host just a little over 800.
Wow.
Yeah. So the outreach has been amazing. You know, you can see the excitement in people. People are asking, they're inquiring, and so myself and the team were doing our best to accommodate that huge number, which I know we will absolutely be able to pull. But this also just speaks to all Lion ministries, all stakeholders, that the youth are interested, they're eager to learn from yourselves. So we do also invite anyone, all stakeholders in the oil and gas industry to come and to join and to participate and especially collaborate with us, because our strength lies in collaboration.
Exactly.
And so 800 people, easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Let's do it.
Yeah, and I also just want to call out the youth to also attend and to learn, right? I think for so long we've been crying, we don't have the opportunities, we don't have a space. So then a fellow youth has, you know, created something. So I call out that you should come and then you should join and learn and network. And I think it starts with one conversation, and that's mainly the reason why we have a platform for the youth, by the youth.
Exactly. Now, walk us through the program. What's going to happen when?
Exciting. So on the 25th, that is the Thursday morning to evening, our program, we are excited to have our governor grace us and do a welcoming keynote, as well as our mayor. And then we also have exciting welcoming addresses by the Africa Energy Chamber Executive Chairman, Mr. NJ Ayuk.
Nice.
And then we have representatives from Chevron, we have representatives from F&B and R&B, Petro Fund, as well as Chevening, the British Embassy. And so, yeah, I could go on and on the list. So this year, obviously, we've doubled down on the efforts to make sure that our audience receive the best of the best. And all the way from local suppliers, all the way to young entrepreneurs, all the way to people who have excelled in academia. So we want to really find out, like, how can young people position themselves based on what their strengths are to really win. And so whether it's conversations from local content policy, what does that mean and how can we participate, you know, and lawmaking, engineering, the training institutions, the universities. So this is really just the beginning of a small little platform that I believe will continue growing, because as young people, we're always inquisitive, we're always asking questions, and as long as there are more questions, I believe the platform will exist to really address those questions.
You've been endorsed by Petro Fund. Yeah. What does it mean for the summit?
I think all endorsements, Petro Fund, NAMCO, the African Energy Chamber, I really think it speaks to the credibility of this platform. I really think it also speaks to how strategically we're positioned. If you look at Namibia's population, very youthful. So we're the majority stakeholders of the country. So that endorsement really speaks to the credibility as well and the strategic positioning of the summit. And it really means that we are approaching the right entities and we want to give out credible information from the right sources. I think Petro Fund being the majority funder for young people who want to study, especially in the petroleum industry, I think that was great. We're really grateful for that endorsement, and we'll continue reaching out and making this platform as credible as possible so that whenever anyone says the Youth in Oil and Gas Summit, they know it's legit.
Exactly. Registrations are still open. Is there any fees involved? Just talk to us a bit about that.
So registration is still open. You can visit our website for registration. On the website, there's a button that says register. You just fill out the attendee registration forms. And then we have different delegate passes ranging from Rising Star, which is for the Namibian youth. And then we have the Patriot, which is for the Namibian delegate. And then we have the Continental, which is for the international delegate. So the prices and then also the descriptions, specific descriptions are also available on the website. So I do advise anyone to also visit the website and to hurry because it's selling out like hotcakes.
Any last words from your side?
Just a call out to the youth. Show up, support, come and learn, come and network, be in the right place at the right time, and don't look at this as just another event where you can take a picture for your LinkedIn. I mean, it's nice, but look at it as an investment into your future, right? Study the industry and see what are the opportunities from your background. You don't have to go from HR and then study an engineering degree for you to be eligible to work in the oil and gas industry. No, with your education degree, you can upskill, which is something that we will talk about. We will invite the right people to talk to us about upskilling and bridging the gaps with the skills and the right certifications to have to make you eligible to work for any of the IOCs or any of the local companies, or even if you wanted to start your own business. So we'll invite the financial institutions to talk to us about banking the unbankable, because the youth are really unbankable. We don't have collateral, but what is the alternative?
Exactly.
Yeah, so just a call out to the youth, please come in numbers and support. And the more we support, then we know from your side, what can we do better as additions continue going.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Justina.
Thank you so much.
Awesome.
And that brings us to the end of our Friday edition for today. For more news, sports, entertainment, don't forget to check out our social media pages on X, TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram. Also look at our TV channels at DSTV channel 285 and GoTV channel 25. From me and the rest of the Erongo team, it's